What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be adding a nice little beast, bro. That I know we've been talking about it for a while. The biggest thing about this is you don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it. You could actually grind them out through the theme builder. But I chose to do it this way simply because I don't want to have to go through playing all those games anymore. It was fun when the game first came out, when it first came out, but now it seems like more of a chore. And I agree with a lot of you guys. I think it's probably best that we forego the final step and just use training. For the most recent one that I've done, I think it was with Kittle, because Kittle is also a theme builder. We just used the power-up pass, but unfortunately I only have one of those right now to utilize with the 85 to 86. So we're just going to go ahead and just leave Kittle the way that he is, and then we're going to go and add another star tight end. Again, many of you guys have been talking about it, you know, since the beginning of the year. Again, I did not want to go through the whole thing of playing and trying to go through and get his 86 overall card, but it is going to be the guys that you probably all guessed it, Delanie Walker. Now remember, I want you guys to understand something, right? With the way that this is working out, this is going to be the final piece to my run game. I'm going to go over everything in a second, right after I actually, you know, power him up and do everything. I also want to point out that the training point situation is not as bad as it was when, you know, I was complaining earlier in the year about, like, yo, this is crazy, bro. I can't afford this training. Now I kind of can afford it. You know what I'm saying? Like 60K is usually getting me like 1340. So 60K will get you one of these theme builder, you know, players built up completely by foregoing that whole process of playing all those solos. All right, so let's go ahead. We're gonna start powering this guy up really quickly and get that done, and then I'm gonna go over some of the stuff that's happening. Now, yesterday I did respond to someone that said that his run block is so sick. Actually, it's the same tier as Kittle, because when you look at the actual tier of his block, it's gonna go to 81. And Kittle is 80. Remember, 80 to 84 is the same exact thing. They're not doing anything different. All right, so just so that we all stay informed with it, you know, that's why I simply responded that it's the same type of tier. I appreciate all the feedback and everything like that, but that's pretty much what it is. Now, this is where it gets interesting, okay, because you can just grind it out. I know my no money spent players have pretty much built up most of their team by doing this, but again, I am not playing any more theme builder Theme King solos for a while. I'm all soloed out. All right, so I'm gonna spend the 1340 on this right here and just go ahead and what do you mean wild card? There's a wild card? Oh, you gotta search auctions. I'm about to say, like, what? Because he's not in the auctions. He's not auctionable or tradable. Why did they give that option? Yeah, he's not. Yeah, you gotta actually. He's a Theme King, so you have to use the training unless you have the power up pass, which I use my power up pass on George Kittle. So that's the way we're gonna forego it, right? Now, he's not getting any abilities or any X factors, but I guess we'll give him 49ers chem because we have other 49er players on the squad. When you look at his numbers, right, you'll see right here, his run block is an 81. Now, like I just told you, Kittle is obviously an 80. Same exact thing, but it's more ridiculous for your opponent to deal with because now they don't see a fullback. You see, the issue with the way that everything works is this. The way I was running my offense before with the run game, you could take advantage of the fact that I didn't have actual tight ends there and I was just using fullbacks. Now it's going to be a little bit different because this dude, even though he doesn't have like crazy route running or anything like that, he's still a guy with 78 speed that can do some things. I didn't mean to do that again. I have to actually go to compare so I can kind of show you guys what's going on with he and Kittle. All right, so now Kittle is obviously faster and he's a savage. He can catch better. You know, Delanie Walker has better catch in traffic. But if you look at their route running, it's not that good. Like, you know, you got to just say what it is. It's just in the 70s. It's not that good, but it's higher than my fullbacks. So that's actually a beautiful thing because at least they can try to get open. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can try to do stuff. They're in the 70s. Most of my fullbacks, you know, bro, it's a joke. I don't know if even if they show up over here, but I'll show you guys what they're working with. But this is what's very, very interesting to me because of his run block. You know, the same tier, like 80 to 81. Like I said, 80 to 84 is still the same thing. Because of that, that's going to be a very, very big deal. I just want to point that out. That's going to be a huge, huge deal as far as it goes into the run game. So let's go ahead and we're going to put him into the lineup. And I don't know how many 49 players do I have? See, I don't know why he only gets one 49er chem and he's a 90 overall plus. I don't know. And Kittle only gets what, ×2? Because, you know, like back in the, you know, with the other ways they used to have it, I thought he was able to get more. Okay, ×2 is all he gets. All right, that's fine. So we'll go ahead and we'll add Delanie Walker in at the other fullback position. Now, I just want to show you guys something. Eric Ebron was there before, and you can see Eric Ebron had the speed. I actually burned a lot of people with Eric Ebron, but unfortunately, you can see the differences in what's going on. All right, you know, strength, other than the spectacular catch, which I'm not trying to spec catch with Delanie Walker, it's not going to be the same thing. He was putting in work for me as a blocker, though. I don't know how he was doing it with such a low run block, but maybe it's something to do with his impact blocking or something like that. But again, it just frees up and makes the team a whole lot better now to have somebody like Delanie Walker on the squad. So when I put him in right here, that everything is going to change for me, because I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about as far as my fullbacks that are also in the game as well. Everything else now opens up, and it gives us more opportunity to get bigger runs and also to pass the ball. Because you can't just do whatever you want, because Kittle can burn people. Even with that 82 speed, he can burn people. So don't be deceived by the fact that he's only at 82 speed. This is not Madden 19. If he gets out in front and starts wiggling around like an idiot, he's going to go for 6. And people have played against me and done that to me, and they burn my faster card. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that. Now, when you look at it the way that the team is right now, everything becomes a little bit more interesting. Because Corey is a very, very good run blocker, so he's somebody that I always want in there. But when you look at you know, his route running and stuff, obviously he's not going to have those things. Because that's not what he does. He's not like a Franco Harris. I think Franco Harris would probably come out and do some wild things, but you can see, like the 49s, the 54s, the 61s, that's pretty much what all fullbacks in the game are going to give you. I just wanted to zoom in and make it bigger for you guys. That's pretty much what they're going to give you. So because you're going to be getting that, when you look at other players like a Delanie Walker, getting 70s at that point is very, very good. Because say I put him on a slant because somebody's trying to, you know, do whatever. Like, they know, like, all right, I'm going to run commit this guy. I'm going to press everybody because I know he's running the ball. These guys' route runnings in the 70s, that's a lot better than having a guy like this, because he'll get stopped at the line and he won't be able to move. Kittle, the other day when I was playing with him, he just burnt somebody for 6. It was one of the most beautiful things ever. He literally burnt somebody for 6. What was I running? I think it was a wheel route. It was a wheel route from under center, and I was running the ball continuously out of this specific set, and then I just came out, ran a wheel route, and the dude had everybody pressed. Kittle was gone. When I tried to put fullbacks in that situation, they don't get the same animations. They don't do the same exact things. But now it's different because I can keep the tight end there. So with guys like Ricard, with you know, this guy has good lead block, 93, ridiculous. You always want to try to squeeze those high lead block guys in there. That's why I keep these guys 91, 93, all same tier. Okay, so the 90 through 94 would all be the same thing. 95 and up, that's like max chem. Whoever gets that, get him on your team immediately, because he's going to punch somebody in the face. You're going to be going for 6. All right, so the name of the game now is this. You're going to formulate an offense. I'm just going to give you guys some food for thought. You are going to put together an offense that's going to consist of at least 2 tight ends, okay? If you want to, you know, run eye tight, you know, strong tight, weak flex, if you want to run things like that, you also can do that. But I will urge you guys to understand, my ideal situation is having at least 3 guys in there that can block for me. You know, Delanie Walker, George Kittle, and Corey, that's fine. If I can add more, obviously I'll put Ricard in there, Anthony Sherman. These guys are just absolute beasts when it comes to the blocking situation. So they're going to make those plays when it's necessary. Those are the things that I really want to make sure that, you know, everybody is focused on, because if you don't pay attention to it, it can really, really hurt you, especially if you're playing against an opponent that has these studs in there. You know, this is a very, it's a suitable line. I can, you know, get a little bit better with the left tackle, but Tyron Smith, he plays very, very big. Not only that, he has extra strength because of the Dallas Cowboys chem. Dudes are just rocking out, you know, and doing whatever they want. Those are really, really good things that I really want to point out. Additionally, I just went down to the 49ers situation because I want to get them to that 5, because I want to get that additional strength for George Kittle and Delanie Walker. All right, so as far as Steve Young goes, it doesn't really matter. Like, that right there is not really a concern for me, because it's like, yo, it doesn't matter. One of the other issues, though, that I could probably, you know what I could also do? Because I think that the way that it is, okay, I got Vic Beasley, and what's Nick Bosa? Because isn't Nick Bosa a left end also? And he's one of my rookie premier cards. Where is he? Don't I have a rookie premier Nick Bosa? I know I did the set. There he goes. Okay, so he has 49er chem. But you can see that he's like, when you compare him to Vic Beasley, even though I don't use Vic Beasley, okay, he's a right end. All right, we could probably add him in then, and then get the 5 and just get the additional. Who was my other right end? Taco Charlton. I don't think I really need him as a Cowboy right now because I have more than enough of the 5. And let's see what your numbers are though. Are you trash can stat? Are you a 70 speed too with 65 finesse? So, you know, getting rid of you won't really, I'm not gonna lose no sleep at night for that. All right, so Nick Bosa is a 76. So he's better than you right now. Not only that, you know, he's gonna add the strength that I need for my tight ends. So that's gonna pretty much help us out a little bit more. So now when we go over to 49ers, we get that chem. So those are the things that I do to try to build my squad, to just try to make them be the best they can be out there on the field. Because strength is such a high factor, you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of all that stuff. And I know that right now he's a lower level card, but if he goes out there and balls and does what he's supposed to do, you know, he'll be in the 80s in no time, and then we'll be able to up all the other attributes and everything and start to rock and roll. But let's go back over to the tight ends to kind of show you what I'm talking about when it comes to the strength factor. That's a big deal. That's a big deal adding that card right now, because giving him 75 strength, that puts him next level tier. 70 to 74 is the same thing. Just remember that. All right. So now with 72, him being at 73 with Delanie Walker, it doesn't really affect it much. But with everything else, you know, we're good to go. 73 strength. I believe that, you know, the more players you put in position with this type of strength and the boosted strength, you will see differences in the way they run block, the way they hold their blocks, and the way they play overall. Because I think what EA was trying to do this year is make the attributes actually count for each aspect of what you're doing. So that's pretty much what we're getting from this situation. They're going to play a certain way. So with everything that I've done right now, the bonus of this is because I switched Delanie obviously from a Titan to 49ers, and then I actually just showed you guys with you know, Nick Bosa what happens. You know, we got Steve Young at quarterback right now, so that works out. That is very, very it's going to help us a lot, making us more unstoppable within our run game. That's pretty much what's going to happen with that. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys for now. Let me know if you have, you know, Delanie Walker. Did you go through the Theme King process and all that stuff? Or did you just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm going training point status, bro. Let me know, how is your run game performing? Give me all the details in the comment section. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.